good friends from way back in high school now. It's been a few years. This is Ryan Valin, Valin's Custom Cars. This is actually the number 6 build. This is your 6th Factory 5 Roadster. Tell us a little bit about this machine, my friend.
Well, this was my personal build, my most recent personal car. I built this one specifically for the SEMA show in 2018. And unfortunately, a week before the SEMA show came around, the car didn't end up going.
Oh.
Yeah, there were some complications, but regardless, it's a great build.
It does look like a fantastic build. Why don't we just sort of like go through from front to back, what engine do we have?
That's a Blueprint Engines 427 cubic inch small block with a Holley Sniper fuel injection system. That's their stage 2 engine. It made 540 horsepower and 456 horsepower at the tires.
At the tires, and that's going through a Tremec. You got a Tremec in there?
Yep, Tremec TKO 600, 5-speed transmission, and a 8.8-inch rear end with 31 spine axles with a 373 gear ratio.
Beautiful. And if you see the underside of the car on here, which I'll show you right now, it looks just as pretty as the top side. Why red and the black pinstripes? Any?
Stands out.
Stands out, yeah.
I wanted something that's in your face, as bright as you can get it. So I picked about the brightest red on the market.
Well, I think the car could be basically invisible. You'll still hear it coming, that's for sure.
Definitely hear it coming.
You'll definitely hear it coming. Anything in particular you do differently on the vehicle?
I probably, if I was building a personal car to drive around, I wouldn't build it at this high level.
Or it's just
it's just a lot of extra cost.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, a lot of extra cost.
Yeah.
So
you're not talking about horsepower?
No, my next build is going to be even more powerful.
Okay,
but,
all right.
But a lot of things. This one's got all of the fun stuff. It's got all the things. So it's got power brakes, power steering. It's got heat. It's got heated seats. It's got all the things that I wouldn't normally do.
Right, because it was a show car. So it's going to have all the bells and whistles.
Absolutely.
So as a show car with all the bells and whistles, what kind of money is someone going to be spending on something like this? That's a show-ready car.
This car of this build would run pretty close to 125,000, 130,000.
Right, Canadian dollars.
Canadian dollars. If somebody was going to build one of these or wanted to import one of these into Canada, they'd buy the Canadian kit from Factory 5 of any of their 6 models. And then they would reach out to someone like myself who would distribute the additional completion components to bring this up to the complete kit level. So you get all of the parts, but we have to do it in two-stop shopping instead of one-stop shopping.
Okay, so if someone wanted to build a kit themselves in Canada, they'd be dealing with you.
Absolutely.
And then if they also just wanted to maybe go to the next level, or maybe they just don't have the time to build and whatnot, they could talk to you about that. Let's focus on this car and maybe take it for a drive.
Why don't we do that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Tight fit. And take a deep breath here, my friend. Oh my lord. Okay. So 4-point harness. So left first, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I got my lefty.
Okay, get your
righty. Got the righty.
Okay.
So then,
tighten these guys first.
So yeah, bottoms first here.
Yep.
Bottom, top. Ready for takeoff.
You are safe.
All right. Contact. What he means is, I didn't really try too hard because this isn't my car. This is Ryan's car. Look what your car did to my hair. I look like Kramer now.
It's a lot of fun.
You know what I got to say about the car though, on the drive. You said how trackable it was and how much different. I did drive Ryan's original car. Yeah, a car like this, without the right setup, without the right tires, completely dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this car, and you said something to me about how people have this kind of horsepower idea. And what did you say about that exactly?
With these cars, there's a misconception that too much power, it becomes unusable in these cars. So most people think that in the 400, 450 horsepower range, these cars just become absolutely dangerous and not manageable on the street.
Yeah.
And this is a good example of a 550 horsepower car.
Which you can feel every ounce of, by the way. I will say that, yeah.
That does not spin on the road.
Yeah.
You know, it is fully usable. The power in this car, it is fully usable at this point.
Yeah. And feels about as visceral as a drug. I think the car should be called Lucifer. I'm going to bless this car as Lucifer for sure because it's unbelievable. But thank you so much for the drive. And like Ryan said, the car is for sale. But if you got a dream idea of this car, you make dreams happen. So talk to my buddy Ryan and give him a call. We'll have the information on the screen. And thanks again, man.
No, thanks
Hopefully
for
get to do this again sometime soon.
It's great seeing you.
Awesome.
Stop. All right. From the start.
Here come all fly time, he come moving up slowly, he got juju outlaw, he won, holy roller, he
The reasonable going into the second. That was not